And welcome to Geek Lounge 101. Today is just me and Tavia Spoker for right now, and we're just going to be talking comics. Tavia,
Yep.
introduce yourself and where to find you.
Hello, I'm Touch Booker. I give you comics, movies, video games, and I'm playing Persona 5 right now. And so, if you want to see my well, actually I can't watch it Persona 5 you do stupid things, but and you my YouTube channel, and let's get started.
So, first, let's start with Marvel. So, anything new for Marvel? Because, my Marvel experience right now is so limited. Anything new so far? Because I saw something going on with Ben Riley and Kane, and they're just hitting each other.
Yeah, I think that issue 6 is coming out. Issue 6 of Man on King trying to kill each other.
You
But
think you?
it's weird
Oh,
issue. It's still a Benoit act more like evil, particularly douchebag, more like Deadpool. Which,
wait, define because Deadpool is not exactly all evil.
not true. But what I mean by that, I mean Benoit's still scarred. He's still acting like a complete douchebag. And Kane is interrogating this person to get information, find evil Benoit or not Benoit. And the weird thing is, I was Kane in this one. Kane, the smart one, and Kane, the person I like. And that's the weird thing. Benoit is supposed to be the exact opposite. I'm supposed to be one hating Kane. Well, like Benoit is acting like pretty more like an anti-hero, like Kane was.
Hmm.
Actually, Benoit is the crazy one. Now Kane's the sane one.
Wait, so who's writing it?
Peter David.
Well, then you just have to trust Peter David. The man has not done wrong so far in Marvel, so you just gotta trust what he's doing.
I trust Peter David. I don't trust Marvel. Because Marvel used screwed up Peter David.
So far, they're not really missing. Besides the whole Peter will never marry Mary Jane, thanks to Dan Slott reiterating that there's no
Yeah,
need to tell people that.
we'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, let's just leave it where it is. Like I just said, there's no need to ever bring that up. Nobody asked for it to be. Nobody asked if they will ever come back. You're just stating it, I believe. But anywho, so
Anyways, now what's the positive? As far as Benoit is concerned, I don't think she's gonna be safe. I think she's gonna die again.
okay.
I'm hoping I'm wrong. I really do because if anyone can say Peter David dance that bullshit, that came out wrong. Like 1 minute. If anyone can say Benoit dance that bullshit, it's Peter David because I think Peter David was trapped in a hard place.
Or maybe he saw the opportunity to redeem the character.
Maybe.
But let's face it, he basically went against everything he was taught by Uncle Dan, and he decided to take the easy way out. Technically, it doesn't. Technically, it doesn't matter how many times you clone them; it's not actually them.
That's true. And technically, this is not Benoit that we all know of. This is another clone who been tortured in how many times.
Isn't he also from an alternate universe?
Not exactly. It actually the same Benoit from the clone side. That Benoit you're talking about from the alternate universe, that's from Spider-Verse. And that Benoit died. Got blown up. Why, do you ask? Well, he's talking about that stuff in Heritage. And King got pissed off and he went
Yeah,
like
I read. I read Spider Verse. It was just. Yeah, I read Spider Verse, but okay, I didn't. I thought that was just the same old Ben Riley New Since Clone Saga.
same. But this man from the clone saga, yeah, okay, you're not gonna be a Benoit like motivation. So let me get this. Benoit wanted to get back Empire back or something. You didn't repeat his name. Again, are people really that stupid? And this other organization go at the Kane for some strange reason, and Betty the common name is Kane, but he doesn't cover.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on in this book anymore, to tell you the truth. I'm just gonna drop it until issue 6 comes out so I can find some border.
Is it a miniseries or ongoing?
I don't know.
Because Marvel is doing a wave of cancellations right now, so I don't even know what's going on.
Wait, which book is getting canceled?
Actually, another book I kind of wondering why I was still sticking around was Gwenpool. I thought, yeah, it was a pretty neat story, but she kind of overstayed her gimmick.
I agree. I'm not reading Gwenpool at the moment, but even I admit she overstayed her welcome. Why is she even still in the universe? Can she just go away?
No, she's part of the Marvel Universe now because after a deal with Doctor Strange, she now exists as actual member of the Marvel Universe. So
God damn it!
she has all her comic book knowledge, but not and all the fourth wall breaking skills, but none of the skills and none of the regenerative factors of a Deadpool.
And none of the charm of Deadpool.
She's basically a Gwen Stacy clone with running around with the coattails of with Deadpool's name. That's all she has going for her.
Great. Oh, that's just perfect. We have another character named Gwen who really I don't like. Wait. That doesn't make any sense because it's Spider-Man I like. But even her story's not going anywhere.
Actually, I don't know what's going on with Spider-Gwen exactly.
I think the last issue I read, they're finally dealing with all evil Zero stuff finally. And we're getting Wolverine actually in the newest issue.
Is he actually like still part of the X-Men?
I don't know because I don't know what gimmick in this new universe is.
Yeah, because I know in Renew Your Vows, Jean and Logan had a daughter.
Yep, and Renew Your Vows. And I love Renew Your Vows. That turret is the only thing keeping me sane next Spider-Man 2099.
Why does Scott Summers always getting cut by Logan?
I don't know.
Actually, it seems like every time you turn around, it always seems like Marvel is always pairing Jean Grey and Logan together for some unknown reason.
That ain't weird. But it's even that everything universe except MC2 had basically Jean Grey and we actually had a couple, which is weird. Like
I know, right?
I don't get it. Like as much as I love you about and I have to admit that's just kind of off. Right.
It's very weird when it comes to Marvel and certain pairings and certain people. Because Marvel just likes to screw things around and make it for millennials, and that's how the new Marvel age is. I don't have a problem with it. There's still a lot of great books like Thor. Thor is a really amazing book. Jason Bourne can go wrong.
You might find amazing. One of the forgot the
Thor in general. Unworthy Thor and Thor.
Unworthy Thor I liked, but its ending pissed me off. It's just like all it's good, they're gonna open a hammer and it goes nowhere. Whoopee. So you tell me that that Thor wanted to get open hammer, he didn't pick it up? Then what are you playing this stuff?
I think it's setting it up for something even bigger.
With the War Force stuff.
Well, technically, the ultimate, like I said, the ultimate hammer's out there, so that means we're getting a brand new Thor. Well, there'll be an ultimate Thor running around.
But the question is, who is this for? Is it the real one for, or an imposter? Because if it's the real one for, I'm gonna be like not pissed, but more like confused. Oh, speaking of confusion, I read X-Men Blue at this past week, and guess what happened in that book?
What happened?
Okay, you remember that preview with Jimmy Hudson, aka Wolverine's son, for the Open Universe?
Yeah, and he's coming back.
Well, and Woodbine met with him, and guess what? They remember the adventure with the Open Universe.
Actually, yeah, I saw that on Facebook, and I said something about it.
Yep.
And I saw Edgar, he said that it really doesn't matter, and I said, no, it really does, because another universe cannot remember the history of another universe. 616 could not remember the history of the Ultimate. There's no way.
Yeah, and that's why I brought the point with the comment, because this raises so many other questions. Like, one, you're telling me that these X-Men are meant to open universe, but not Marvel's? What? How does that make sense? Two, most of all, Jimmy Hudson lost his memory. What? Oh, goody! Another cliche from the Wolverine pantheon. What made Jimmy Hudson lose his memory? Goody! And here's the biggest surprise for anyone watching this. You remember the old X-Men, right? The old X-Men.
Well, which ones?
The one that replaced basically the old X-Men from the open universe, the one that didn't die by Ultimatum.
Oh, you mean the one that happened after Ultimatum?
Yeah.
That restarted. Okay, yeah, because at the last I remember of it, it was Galactus, and I didn't read Ultimate End.
No, that was open. That was Cataclysm.
Yeah, that was at the Cataclysm, then Ultimate End happened because of Secret Wars.
Yep. Actually, no, wait. At the Cataclysm, we got 3 books. We got Open Spider was still going. We got New Ultimate, which was garbage, and Open FF. And one good book that came out of that line was Open Spider-Man. Naturally, because Bendis wrote Open Spider-Man. It's his baby. The other 2 books got canceled. We good. Hey, we can't have one open book be good. We have to have like only one open book be good and 2 open book be bad.
Okay, I'm still trying to figure out this whole how people surviving these cataclysms and surviving these supposed ultimate ends of these universes.
I wanted myself because also here's the weird thing about the ultimate open character that appeared at the end, open X-Men Blue. Wait, X-Men Blue.
Yeah.
Like here's the weird thing. One of them at the is open Quicksilver. What? Wait, Marvel, you're telling me that Ultimate Quicksilver, one of the most psychopathic, egotistical scumbags, thanks to Jeff for bullshit, right? Who killed basically Magneto, which is bullshit, killed Cyclops, which is I'm about to get mad. Basically, with inside with his own sister. Thank you, Jeffro. Thank you for pointing at my mind. Ugh. How he survived? Also, he can survive. Angel, but not the open, but another angel. Who Jeffro created. And
Ultimate was just basically a deadline, and Jeff Loeb, I guess he decided to go out with a bang, and he went out into one of the worst bangs I ever saw.
Yeah, Ultimatum, which is one of the worst ones ever. And their tie-ins. The tie-ins for Ultimatum were actually better because the Bendis tie-in, Open Spider-Man, even though it did put down with Open Dead or Death, it just showed a body. Unlike the main book with their sword fest.
Well, technically, Peter was supposed to die in Ultimatum, but fan outcry and the writer Bendis, I think it was just fan outcry, wanted him to live.
So why not fan outcry with the X-Men? Why couldn't they live?
Because Ultimate Spider-Man was more popular.
Figures.
Yeah, if you actually notice, he was supposed to either die in rubble or drown to death, just like Daredevil.
Yeah, which is really stupid. And paying Nightmare showed up in that time, which I do have to own the book. I do want a trade for that in my room.
Also, Edgar and Dean's in the comments. Hey, Edgar. Hey, Dean.
Hello.
I know I invited Edgar earlier, but
hang on. I will address this in a link. Let's see.
Yeah, all I know for the Ultimatum was a lot of books were getting canceled. The Ultimate line wasn't doing as well as they thought. Really, it was just Ultimate Spider-Man that was doing well. So they decided to get rid of it. They could have ended on a happy note. Instead, we just got senseless death, like Dormammu killing Doctor Strange, and then he just left.
Yeah, everybody dying.
Or like Dean said that Moss wasn't eaten by Blob, which in turn Pym bit off his head, and which in turn multiple men blew him up in a suicide bomb.
Yep.
Or the angel was killed by Sabretooth. Or that Mystique off panel killed a lot of the X-Men, like Emma Frost and all of them off panel.
Yep. Continue.
I'm trying to remember all this stupid death. Let's
Doctor
see.
Strange, I know he died. He get head blown off. Bullshit.
Yeah, I already I bought that up.
Nightcrawler died. Bullshit. Birthday guy's neck snapped.
Actually,
Bullshit.
yeah, I was like wondering why didn't Nightcrawler use his powers to teleport everyone out of the, away from the tidal wave?
Good question.
Or
Why he Beast died? But it's more bullshit. Like, everybody died in this book. It was a slaughter fest. And Wasp died. Hank Pym dies. Then blown up.
Professor X gets his neck snapped.
I said earlier. And Doctor Strange gets head blown off. Bullshit.
Wolverine dies.
Doctor Doom died. He got head crushed by one thing. Like
Technically, Doctor Doom didn't die.
Yeah, it was a Lecon. It was the Doom by everybody. He shoots on mother. What?
But wait, then why was she acting like Doom then?
It makes me what sense? So you tell me that there was that Uncle Knocker who was in the Marvel Zombie universe, who was at the Marvel Zombie, survived, and why did she do all this stuff? And why the Olden didn't kill basically Doctor Doom?
Well, like I said, Bendis likes to follow his own continuity.
Actually, this one Bendis. This is from Future Foundation.
No, I talk about the whole retcon with Doom being alive and he appeared up in Bendis' story. Like I said, Bendis loves to retcon things just so it can fit his story.
True, but again, this one Bendis who did it. It was actually from Ultimate Future Foundation with Ultimate Doctor survived.
I never saw Ultimate Future Foundation.
I did. It was called Ultimate FF. Like it took place after Cataclysm.
Okay.
Alright, hang on. I'll try. I will try to just a picture of it. Let's see. Ultimate Future Foundation. Got it. It is.
Let me see. Okay. That looks terrible.
Yep. Then that is Ultimate Future Foundation. And here's the thing about this book. This book also basically brought back Open Nova. It's a long story. Like basically, he became the new Captain Marvel because when Marvel died in the Cataclysm. Yeah,
I saw that, and he came back and helped the X-Men, and Bobby called him a spaz.
Yep. Another thing about that entire story. Like that story actually had basically like a funny cameo from Old Man by Spider Pig. And it's funny. You really got Guardian Wallace. It's so funny. Oh no, actually the platypus. Whatever. Like, it was so cute and funny. Like I laughed.
Actually, let's get off something depressing like Ultimatum. Let's get on to something fun like Moon Girl. She's actually a fun comic.
Moon Girl might be one of the best characters out there next to Ms. Marvel because I love Moon Girl. It's so cute.
I know, it's so cute and fun, and even though I don't like the whole her being retcon as the smartest in the Marvel universe.
Yeah, I call bullshit on that. That makes no sense.
I mean, Doom is still there, and she never once tested her might again. Then again, knowing Bendis, he probably wouldn't let her.
And speaking of Doctor Doom, we'll get to Doctor Doom later because I do want to talk about that one.
Actually, I'm glad. Actually, she's meeting more of the Marvel universe than Riri Williams is, and Riri was supposed to. And Marvel's building Riri up.
Agreed.
And she's not part of
it. We might make sense. Riri Williams is so boring. Holy shit, her story is so boring and pointless.
Well, she's still new to the whole thing. Like, I see what Bendis did. He kind of copied the same origin as Tony Stark, where she did the same thing as him, and she made an Iron Man suit out of scraps. Except Tony did it in a cage. She did it with old equipment from it.
Tony was in danger trying to save his own life. William didn't get in danger. She basically did it for fun. Wow, that's a great motivator gun. Hello? What Where is Papa Wonder? Why can't she become Iron Man?
Well, right now, it's nice. It's nice and refreshing to see it from a new perspective. And I mean, Riri's nice and all. Marvel was building her up to be this next big star, and so far I have not seen her interact with almost nobody. And I saw her part of Avengers roster, and I never seen her interact with them.
Personally, in my opinion, I think her character is just wasted, and I think she should never become Iron Man. I think she should get her own book and not be the star in the Iron Man book. If anything, Loki should become new Iron Man. Oh, wait, he's dead. Loki's cousin should actually become new Iron Man. Wait.
Well, Dean says that he doesn't. Yeah, he finds it hard to find Moon Girl because they're always introducing a new character. Like it's not really they introducing new characters. It's more that they keep introducing the new legacy characters.
Yeah, which is a mistake.
And they just keep interacting and ignoring the old ones. And Riri, well, you don't have to worry about Riri's direction because Bendis won't follow anyone else's direction.
No, he was not. He got Pokemon Doctor Doom, which will. I mean, back to Moon Girl Dumb Down there because Moon Girl Dumb Down will go back there. And,
no. We're up at. Let's just keep on for Riri a second. No, you can go on to what happened in Iron Man, Infamous Iron Man, because.
Okay, Infamous Iron Man. I figure what issue came out. The newest issue, like, oh boy, where do I even begin? Like, you remember Open Richards, right? The maker. Well, it looks like the maker wants the thing to kill Doctor Doom. Again. What? Wait. Maker, you want to kill Doctor Doom again. Newsflash, Open Richards, you did already. An ultimatum. Why do you want to kill Doctor Doom again? Oh, wait. That never happened because I've been let gone into Future Foundation, and then when he turned evil again, and yeah, it was a mess.
Actually, I would love to. Actually, I want to go to his Tumblr and demand an answer how Ultimate Reed survived Molecule Man.
That's why I wonder. That's my question of the day.
And I know knowing him, he might give me a vague answer in the most politest way possible.
All right, I have a turn.
Oh, okay.
Oh, what's up, man? Okay, I guess I am in.
Oh, no. I invited you earlier, but I put it to Comic Book Fan 1992. Like,
no, don't do that. Don't do that. I'm using my other account. I don't use my Comic Book Fan Google account.
Oh, that's what I've been doing for the last 3 post podcasts.
Dumb. Hold on, I'll give you mine.
Is it an Edgar Farr or something new?
It's my second one. I'm using my Google one. It's called my Iron Man Fan 92. Iron Man 1992. Here it is.
Yeah, just post the link and I'll go look it up. I'll put it on, save it for the Google. Okay, I got it.
All right. But anyway, yeah. I thought you guys started out me, so I'm like, oh shit. I guess I'm not in this. But anyway, besides all that shit, yeah, Tevia. Okay, you wonder why Miles doesn't remember? It's because they're retelling his character in the Ultimate Universe, so it actually fucking works.
Main universe,
main universe. I want to know. And plus, the Ultimate Universe. I don't know why did they exist now. Like, look, the Ultimate Universe was a good stepping stone for great people that wanted to get in. Times have changed now. Times have changed, and I still kind of scratch my head. Why are they here still?
That's what I wonder.
Miles is the only good thing out of the Ultimate Universe that came after. I mean, look, I may know you may not like the stuff where they're going with Miles. Hell, it's better than what we got from the Ultimate Universe, and some of the Marvel titles are not that great either. But
that's true.
So take what you can get. And I'll tell you, just one thing right now, just warning you again for the billionth time. Enjoy Renew Your Vows, because that can go gone the next minute. Because I didn't know Spider-Man 2099 was going to get canned after, 23, I think?
What, that team canceled? Damn it!
Yeah, it's getting canned. It's getting canned.
Oh, yeah, the new wave of 30 titles are getting canceled.
God
Yeah.
damn it! I love that book. That book is one of the good
I do
Spider-Man.
too. I do too.
Here's the problem. Marvel has too many. Yeah, Marvel has too many titles. Like Star-Lord, that was an ongoing, and it got canceled at issue 6. The problem is Marvel has too many titles. Not everybody can afford it.
Yeah, I get it. And also another thing is they're trying to give it with their. I think what they should do is like, okay, 3 books for Avengers, 3 books for X-Men, 3 books for Inhumans, or a couple of books in Humans, maybe 5, whatever, and go forward from there. And
I think it's 1 book now, is it? With the Royals? Huh? I think 1 book now, isn't it?
No, I think that's a one-shot.
Oh. I might as well look that up. Okay, with it.
All right, but the one I read recently was the
Infamous Iron Man?
The Iron Man, infamous Iron Man. I'm slowly kind of like saying, are they going to kill off Doctor Strange and have Tony Stark become the new master of Supreme? Because if that shit happens, I'll buy a Doctor Strange book if that happens.
Yeah.
Actually, that is a very neat idea because Tony always said magic is just science, not explained.
That's true.
Well, it's always that thing. If you combine it with magic and science, that it will be a good direction. I mean, like, maybe magic brought him back to life later on.
Maybe. But maybe he woke him up from that coma?
Yeah.
But here's the weird thing about this. Like, if Dr. New had a vision of Tony Stark become the Soldier Supreme, then how how Tony become Soldier Supreme? When did that happen? And two,
I think personally, Doctor Strange was probably going to pass it down to someone else, and yours truly came.
Yeah.
And
or something happened in Secret Empire because remember, Strange is battling that wackadoo chick right now.
That's true, and
that could be too.
But these are more
questions. Vacant slots make it more interesting.
Yep, but these are more questions like how did. Well, what was the AI Tony who just kind of superior Iron Man, which I the post, which okay, the whole AI Tony stuff.
Looking forward to it.
Actually, I'm very interested in what's going on AI Tony because at first Dennis was setting him up to be the next Ultron, and right now he's acting more like Tony.
That's true.
It flip flops. Don't worry, it'll snap.
Like I said, I trust Bendis. It's just that if Bendis makes Strange into the next Doctor Sorcerer Supreme, is it going to only be involved in the books he does, or is it going to be something that affects the Marvel universe as a whole?
It'll probably go into his books because when the Bendis give him continuity, I give it his own stories.
No, like yes, and he does that, but he does it where he feels fit, and that's just how he is. But besides all that stuff. It's how the direction how it goes. But besides all that stuff, you talk about anything DC lately?
I just been on the Marvel stuff right now because I was just talking about some fun comics, and Moon Girl is a really fun comic.
Moon Girl is amazing, one of the best books out of Ms. Marvel.
And the thing is, Amy, I know her first name is Amy, and I know she was a writer for DC for a little while. I said DC really needs to call her and get them to bring back Gotham Academy because that's actually getting issue 12 is the last issue.
That was a really good. That was a really good book series. I actually like it.
Yeah, and it was confirmed by the writer on her Twitter account that issue 12 is going to be the last. That's actually.
Is she ending on her own terms, or is it ending because it didn't sell well?
I did not ask. I didn't go into the detail like that because it's more harder to work my Twitter on my phone than it is on the computer, and I should ask her that. I really want to ask her what's going on with that because Gotham Academy is one of those gems that is just a fun book and explores the best lore in DC through an ordinary person's eyes, and that's just a shame that it's just done now.
I think that's one of the few books that survived the purge from DCU to Rebirth.
It happened before that. It came out just a little before that, but it was around. It's one of the books that still stuck because people liked it.
That's true. Right. In my opinion, even though I was a Gotham Academy did Time to Batman Beyond with Blight showing up.
And
That it was funny.
that, and it's also did a crossover with one of the best indie books I'm reading right now is Lumberjanes.
Huh.
Never heard of him.
Look it up. If you go back to y'all go to the library and you rent it out, look up Lumberjanes. It's basically you guys ever seen Gravity Falls?
I saw some episodes, but I didn't see all of it.
But I was like, yeah, have you seen Gravity Falls, Edgar?
Oh, wait a minute. Dragon Falls? I might have heard of it.
No,
Edgar, Gravity Falls. They came on Disney.
No,
they only had 2 seasons, I think.
Yeah, but that's because the creator wanted to run on 2 seasons.
What's the good thing about it? With the creator got his vision.
Actually, no, really, it's kind of wasted potential. It had a lot of lore and stuff, and I feel like it was wasted. But hey, he went out on the terms he wanted, so that's all I can be thankful for. At least he allowed it.
Same as Samurai Jack.
Yes, did. Gravity Falls is an all-female. Lumberjanes is all-female. Gravity Falls. That's what it is, and it's an awesome series. I went to Second and Charles. I saw Gail Simone praise it, and Gail Simone does some great work. So I just say, I'm gonna give it a C, and I actually like it. And every time I get paid, I buy 2 volumes.
I don't like the episode. I have to agree with that. The writing is good on that show. One episode that they played Street Fighter.
Hang on a second. Oh yeah, I know which episode you're talking about.
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's done by one of the greatest 8-bit animators named Paul Robertson. In fact, you got to look up this thing called Chaos Kings 3,000,000,000% or Pirate Babies Cocobana. It's basically a YouTube video, nothing but it's done in a video game art style. Like you ever seen the Scott Pilgrim video game?
Yeah, I have. I saw a video of it a long time ago.
That's nice. That's what art style is.
I'm back. Okay. I was just gonna say this right now. Definitely. I'll check it out, but it's just like besides all that shit, the one I really cannot wait to see is how issue number 4 of Empire, Secret Empire is gonna go.
Oh yeah, with Tony Stark coming out there and Ultron showing up.
And they got a race to get the 7 Cosmic Cube pieces. On which back Steve Rogers, I guess.
But
I think it's Ultimate Captain America.
I don't think Ultimate Captain. If it's Ultimate Captain America, that would be weird. 1, weird. 2, what?
Well, his body was never found.
Exactly.
But Ultimate Captain
found the body. And you got to remember, when Ultimate Cataclysm happened, time and space was broken.
Well, we saw Ultimate Captain pour a ship to Galactus' mouth, and he died. But then she open end, and then open end was a mess.
Didn't Cap fall into icy cold ocean and get frozen next to a missile for 40 or so years?
I don't know.
Like there's a lot of dumb comic book origins that, like Peter Parker getting bit by a radioactive spider and not dying, or Bruce Banner surviving a gamma bomb and not dying.
No wonder the MCU took it instead of open universe, took out open origins.
It was grounded in realism until it stopped being grounded in realism.
Never, it went crazy.
Actually, that's the way the cinematic universe was. They wanted to be more science, and that's how Thor was. And then Doctor Strange happened.
Yep, that's amazing.
Just because nobody wanted the whole Asgard or nothing but aliens from space. No. You're basically just saying screw that.
Yep, screw that. Let's go magic. Let's go nuts. Let's go in the galaxy. Actually, no, it's Guardian of the Galaxy might be the one to open the floodgate to Doctor Strange.
Actually, here's an idea that didn't throw out there. Like, good Cap still fighting Hydra's Cap in his mind. What if that's just an image through Hydra Cap's Hydra Cap is just hallucinating that, and it's still good Cap just fighting him.
I suppose Spider-Man.
Yeah, and it's like it's basically Hydra Cap is going. Everybody else thinking he's going.
Oh,
crazy.
Saying something. I just want to ask you something. Oh, actually, both of your thoughts. Do you think what? Speaking about the Marvel universe, Marvel Cinematic Universe, do you think Obadiah Stane wasn't working for Hydra during Iron Man 1?
Good question.
Actually, I would like to think that, but then again, when Doctor Strange came out and people saw that Steven could have performed surgery on a U.S. A U.S. soldier that had needed spinal surgery, everyone thought that was Rhodey, but then they debunked that, and I'm like, that could have tied well. Yeah, they actually debunked that it wasn't Rhodey.
Damn it. And who was it?
I think it was that soldier from the first Iron Man movie.
Oh. I guess that makes sense.
No, not really.
No.
Actually, if you think about it, Edgar, the real Mandarin is still out there somewhere, though.
I know.
They still never answered that
But
question.
we'll never get it if Robert Downey Jr. retires or they kill off Iron Man in Avengers Infinity War.
Well, actually, we can still keep Mandarin. It's just Rhodey or whoever next has to do.
And that would be the case, but I don't see them doing that.
Who knows at this point? We'll just have to wait and see what happens.
Oh, hey, Chris. Chris is in the chat now.
Oh, Chris.
And that's the link to that, one of Paul Robinson's videos, like I was telling you guys earlier. He's an amazing game designer, and he does great videos. And the video you see is basically what Scott Pilgrim's video game was based off.
Nice.
Pixel art. And this video was uploaded all the way back in 2007. Oh God, I was still new to the internet.
Damn.
But anyway, actually, I was thinking about some theories for how Young Justice could come into play.
Oh yeah, for Rebirth, since our Doomsday Clock is happening.
Yeah, actually, I think since all the speedsters are trapped in the Speed Force, and clearly Johnny's going to be the one to save Jay, what if Bart is going to try to look for Connor, Casey, and probably McGann and some other. Well, Tim is trapped. You know, Tim can't help him.
That's true. Tim trapped Mr. Oz. Actually,
so he
might be about it. Might be the Superboy Connor is trapped with Mr. Oz. I know Harvest stuff. Yeah, that never happened. That where the Superman was born.
That would be very cheap, if you ask me. Because you're just replacing the old Bart for the new one. Or you're just replacing the new one over the old one.
There was no old Bart in the new 52 because the Bart they had was Bart Tor. And it was the real Bart. And the real Bart, he disappeared after Flashpoint.
Really?
Yeah, that was not the real Bart.
That's a time of Flashpoint tie-in, which I read that tie-in. It was actually pretty good. That's interesting.
Yeah, so they rick on that. So my guess is all the speedsters like Max Mercury, Jesse Quick, Johnny Quick, and Bart are all still in the Speed Force somewhere, and they're all looking for a lightning rod to anchor them back into reality.
Wise kids, they're probably trying to Speed Force too.
Well, technically, that's more confusing because apparently, since the 10 years were undone and his children were like 7 or 8, they were undone as well.
Damn it! I completely forgot about that. Also, Max Mercury missing too.
Yeah, I said Max Mercury is also up in there, and they're all looking for a tether.
That makes sense.
And one of the things I saw the covers was that Superman looked like Superboy Prime from the Sinestro Corps War.
You mean Injustice Superman?
Basically, that cover is actually from the main universe. Right.
Also, Chris says, Tabby, you need to do a house tour.
I'll probably do a house tour probably later.
Yeah, you can do that. But like I was saying, like, wasn't that for one of the Superman variants coming up?
I think so. I don't know what cover it would, but I think it would have been covered before. And so it's good. Takes place in August. Yeah, in August.
Yeah, it took place in August. I forgot which if it was one of the main titles. If so, this could actually be a hint that Superboy Prime could be pulling the strings because, like we said, Dr. Manhattan is just a puppet. He's aware that someone's pulling the strings.
The old strings with back the question, who's the puppeteer?
And there's only so many people aware. And Psycho Pirate, Johnny Sorrow, Enchantress, Saturn Girl,
Jungle,
Wally, Barry,
Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, maybe. One Woman, maybe.
Personally, for me, whoever is pulling the strings must be severely powerful and knows them the best. It could be Superman Prime, but the problem is they need to massively explain where the fuck has he been all this time. How did he walk out that prison that he was in? Did he saw the events of the New 52? Did he saw the shit happen and then bump into fucking Dr. Manhattan and therefore made a deal and all that crap and go forward from there? And if that's so, it will make a very big revelation and also would make Rebirth that much more great, because right now Rebirth, in my eyes, it's just nothing more than nostalgia feel. But yet again, some of the books are good, but just a lot of them are nostalgia.
One book that I have made upgrade with Guardian Outlaws. The Guardian Outlaws, it's been amazing since Rebirth, because the original Guardian Outlaws was controversial.
Controversial because it was different. It had both, some of it, and then also some of it had bullshit too.
Yep.
Yeah, well, it was basically Red Hood Outlaws done better.
Yeah, it is.
But
all right,
yeah, I believe it's Superboy Prime because during Godhead, Black Hand released everybody from the source wall. Last time we saw Superboy Prime in Teen Titans issue 100 before the reboot, he was stuck in the. They put him in the source wall.
Superboy, Superboy Connor can't trap basically with him and show like you didn't understand. No point home. He said, "Oh yeah, man, he's trying to wall."
Well, he's still let's face it, he's still crazy, and the source wall is always unaffected by reality changes, no matter what.
Yeah, it's particularly impenetrable. The only thing that can break the source wall, or actually, no. So what am I saying? Source wall is unbreakable until God had happened. What? Kind of think of it, that question about the whole source wall that never been answered ever since God had ended.
Actually, I was on 4chan and everyone was and somebody was also bringing up, when are we ever going to get onto the plot about the three Jokers or Wonder Woman's twin brother?
Oh, actually, about the three Jokers, that's still being answered in
King's about to do it. Yeah, and the war Jokes and Reels, we're going to be touching on the three Jokers, but Diana and her twin brother, that has not been brought up since Rebirth.
Oh yeah, that question has not been answered recently.
And John was the one who brought it up.
Huh. Weird.
Hey, Chris, you want to join the live stream?
Yeah, back.
And Dean is talking about, well, it'll probably be about 5 years before we actually get any of these answers, and I pretty much agree.
Yep.
It took us about, 5 years to get to Darkseid War before we figured out what Darkseid was going on about where is she?
Yeah, that is true. It took 5 years for Darkseid War to be conclude. I don't know. It took 5 years to start Darkseid War. It took basically only 2 years later to finish it.
Then we're going to get we're going to get as much screen time for the JSA as we're going to keep getting with Saturn Girl.
Yep.
So just take it whenever you can get it.
Yep. Oh, also speaking of Superman, and I do the action comics for stuff, because action comics did do something that I was expecting, and holy shit, that guy has been awesome, because we like the Event Squad fight set up. Except he didn't know that cover of General Zod, that's a lie. He's not actually in the actual comic.
Yeah,
setting it up.
Yeah, you're
They're setting the Revenge Squad up.
Yep. And here's a question I want to ask. Apparently, the cat is still dead.
What?
The Clark Kent parents.
Oh yeah, basically Grant Morrison killed them off, and they're just sticking with that.
Okay.
That's the one thing.
I'll just say this. I mean, like, we'll see how that goes and all that crap. But I'm honest. Can I also talk about a little bit independent comic book series?
Yeah,
sure.
I want to ask both of you guys. I want to ask you guys something. Is there a possibility that Dark Horse could make another Darksiders comic book miniseries?
Yes, because they actually have another game.
Yep.
And the game's always going to have and whenever Darksiders 3 comes, I guarantee you're going to get another comic.
Okay. Because that's something I really hope so, because the first two games, like the first one had a one-shot comic book, and the other one had like a 5 or 6 part miniseries. I really want them to do another one because I'm like, I like what they did to the Death Book, and I'm like, I really hope they do it again. So yeah.
Same. Because I have to love Darksiders. They're one of my favorite universes and favorite games because
because all we got left is Pestilence and Famine, and I think they're both going to be playable in the next game.
Actually, they changed the name to Fury and Strife.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make sense because they're supposed to be the 4 Horsemen of Apocalypse. And Fury and Strife pretty much go under war.
True. At the same time, though, I think they're taking liberties because Pestilence and Famine, I don't think you can do anything with the name, but people, knowing Christian and religious crew, they're probably pissed off. Whatever.
Actually, Invincible is also been on the ball lately. Especially the latest.
Holy shit, this red issue
was
I did not see this stuff coming. Like, the Vulturites, the General Flag, he's insane. Like,
they're just fodder. I thought people would have understood by now. Like, at first, I didn't realize he had that many kids with that many women. They were just pumping them out. They were just coming out one by one. And my God,
these people are psychopaths.
Fodder. They're not psychopaths. They're like, well, they're just basically loyal warriors, like the Japanese were in World War II. Suicide bombers. They were just throwing themselves. They knew they were going to die. That's why they were throwing themselves at them.
Yep. And suddenly you lift an app, so nobody get sliced in pieces. Like, holy shit! Like this book keeps going and going and going, and I think it's awesome. But here's the thing about Invincible. One thing I did not expect them to do is the whole bit with Eve. And with Eve basically and Mark basically, well, find together and kick some ass. But their daughter, it's so adorable. I love her. And if she died, I'm gonna be pissed.
I highly doubt she will die.
Yeah, true. But also, near the end of the issue, apparently they're going to Earth, which, Mike, that's gonna be a slaughter fest. No one can survive.
No. Actually, it can't because the Viltrumites that Bragg has they're actually weaker than the one than Mark.
That's true. The one
because remember, it's all about compatibility, and Viltrumites and humans are very compatible. And remember, some of the Viltrumites, especially the men, they've been having kids with different females all over the world.
And but the woman who raped basically Mark had a child.
Oh yeah, but there's also a chance we can see Mark Jr. Oh, actually, I would love to see Tara and Mark Jr. interact and just see how that would work.
That would be really creepy. I think
I love it. And I love to see Eve just go ballistic.
Same. I want to see that. That would be funny.
Wait, I'm just reading what's going on.
Sorry, I had to go do some things. What did you say about the?
Oh, we were going. You ever read a series called Invincible?
I heard of it and wanted to check it out, but yeah,
it's really good. I recommend it. You're a big superhero fan or big fan of comics.
Actually,
great.
I got the Omnibus right now. I got an Omnibus pre-ordered. It comes with the first 50 issues.
Nice. How much is it?
$64.
That you know that is expensive, and that's kind of cheap. It's way better mobile on a mobile on about $100.
Yeah, it's the omnibus that got into the first 50 issues, and it by issue 50, it really changed. That's when the story really gets changed up. Like,
That's what
if you ever get a chance to read it, it's one of the comics I do not regret because Rob Kirkman is not afraid to either kill, torture, or just do whatever he wants to the characters.
and take risks. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I heard of it. It kills characters out, but that's fun. That's awesome. It's very ballsy move. Hey, he's doing that.
and you know, they actually parody One More Day, but they do it better.
Yeah, they do it better. I kind of will. We'll have to wait and see on that. But we'll see. But I'll just say this, and this is just how I feel on like independent. Like to me, I read like books of like Spawn and Witchblade and all that stuff. But besides, huh? Oh yeah, the Darkness Hymn too. And that's basically all the books I've read. Besides that is maybe the Predator comics.
Actually, Valiant. Like any Valiant books you read?
No, I don't touch Valiant. I read a few of Ninja, and he's the only character that I only liked. And besides all that, I feel like that universe is great and all, but it's just not my cup of tea.
I can understand that. That's your opinion.
And but besides all that, the one books that I really like in Dark Horse is their video game and / movie trope.
Oh yeah, don't they make James Bond with that image? Wait.
I don't know. I think I do. I need to just that.
Oh, Edgar, have you ever seen Hunter x Hunter?
Dude, I watched 5 fucking episodes of that shit. I'm still watching that show. Great fucking show.
Oh, dude. Oh, well, never mind. Because I was about to say, if you were up to
Dude,
I'm
gonna be catching up to that shit. I will read the manga, do that. Like I'm gonna be all over that shit.
It's Hunter like Dragon Ball Z.
Okay. Hunter x Hunter is completely different. It reminds me a bit of Naruto, and I do see the comparisons. You know the Chunin exam?
Naruto was kind of based off of it. Naruto was kind of based off of Hunter x Hunter. It took a lot of concepts from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah, it took a lot of concepts, and I see the resemblance that people that I won't name that are big time anime YouTubers that are like, oh, it's really good. It's nothing like Naruto's nothing like Hunter x Hunter, which I literally call bullshit on. But I will say this: they took the ideas factor. Yes, it took a lot of ideas from that manga series. Was it great? Was it great? Yes, and it was a good way of like we're taking the concept. We're not literally straight out copying it.
Yeah, we're not stealing the idea and taking the idea of it, but we're doing our own take on it.
But the only thing I will say is just
Okay, actually, I'll save that for the anime discussion for tomorrow.
Yeah, but I'll just.
I want to say that discussion later for tomorrow. Anyways, what kind of DC book came out? Oh, the Detective Comics came out. Anybody on Detective Comics?
I stopped reading that stuff. I'm like I like what it was going, but after what the whole Tim Drake being dead and having him to becoming a Robin, I just like no, I can't do it. Can't do it.
Technically a Robin because he went back to what they kept it to this actual origins where Tim Drake went to bat Bruce first to be a Robin. Recruited him. He recruited himself.
Yeah, I know.
And right now, I just don't like what's going on with Stephanie's character.
Brown, yeah, I heard some shit that I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? Like people bitched to get her in.
Chill with the cursing.
Huh?
I'll just chill with the cursing for a little.
I'll try. I'll try.
Just try your best. Just not. If you feel like it's necessary, then go.
That's what I'm doing. I don't like cursing, but it just comes. It only needs to. But anyway, besides all that, people have complained and bitched all the time of bringing this character in. We got this character in, and she's literally done nothing out of this entire universe. I kind of feel like it was a waste of fucking time. And I mean, really being honest, like, really, are we bringing this character in, and what she's doing now?
Going crazy because her boyfriend apparently died, but
Now
I
she's
can
going.
understand.
Oh, one at the fucking time. One with Toby, you know.
Okay, no,
You go. No, not
Okay,
you,
go,
Toby.
Jake.
The other one. You.
This is what all basically happened. After the end of the first volume of Detective Comics, apparently Tim died, but he didn't actually die. Mr. Oz took him off the playing field. Why? We still don't know, and that's slow. It's still not being resolved anytime soon. And apparently, he's trying to get in contact with everybody, but he hasn't. And so far, this new group called the Victim Syndicate, people who basically felt Batman wronged him during his war on crime, and they wanted to stop him. And they did the stupidest thing possible. They went out and killed cops, innocent cops.
Huh.
How serious they were on their war on crime. And eventually, Stephanie Brown was poisoned by one of the members. She eventually got better, but she came around to the idea that, stop, and she was threatening to out everyone's secrets to the public if they couldn't stop her. Of course, she was bluffing, and now she's basically sabotaging the bat signal. And she's basically saying Batman is the reason why Gotham is the mess it is. And this is the problem I hate. When people say Batman is the reason why Gotham is in such poor shape. Gotham was even worse. Gotham was way worse before Bruce came along.
I agree. I agree. I mean, like, this is where I'm like, directions, and this is why I feel like that needed. It just like that whole part of like making that whole storyline, oh, Batman's to blame. It's just like, hasn't that been done before so many goddamn times?
I think it has been done before.
It has done, but it's just been like so much boom, 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 all the same beats, and I'm like, give me something. Like, this is what I don't freaking like with this, what they're going. This is why I'm like, God, oh my damn.
Actually, don't Batman blame himself. That's happening against Scott Snyder's one too. Don't know Gordon Batman stuff.
We'll see how things go. I mean, like, I might look into it, but I'll just like, if it goes where I think it's gonna go, I'll pass.
I pray it's not going to that where she's like, oh, I understand that I was wrong and Batman is necessary.
It probably will. It probably will.
Make sure you don't turn
to come back. That route. Yeah, it's mostly going to be revolved whenever Oz puts his master plan into action. God knows when that will ever happen.
It'll probably happen in Doomsday Clock, since that's happening.
I don't know what to say about that shit. We'll see. Again, we'll see.
Actually, you should be. Actually, I'm really interested in what's going on with the Doomsday Clock because John said it's not going to be a physical battle. It's going to be a battle of morals.
Which I'm happy about that.
Yeah, well, that's kind of expected, but also kind of like, we'll see on that. And like, again, this is where they're saying, this is their way of saying, like, here's your good chance to see Superman versus Dr. Manhattan, and this is how this would go. It would be a mental.
It would be more about
a moral battle.
It'll be a more. Yeah. What?
Oh, like I was saying, I like this because Jeff Johns is one of the few people who could actually write it out, and DC Comics was in a slump during the New 52, and DCU was even worse. And right now, DC really needed an out, and DC went back to what made them good. You say it's a nostalgia trip, but to us fans, that's what made DC successful in the first place.
I kind of disagree with that. I feel like this DC kind of what made them so special was they were doing something that had never been done before. They were making something that was truly great, and I feel like that is what DC is truly missing. And They're doing that still, but just in a smaller scale, not a bigger scale. Now they should have done it a bigger scale. Marvel's being Marvel. They have done their usual repeat cycle over and over again for God knows how long. That's just how they are. I mean, but that's it. Oh, I'll be right back.
You know, like,
Yeah, I'll wait till he comes back because I have a.
Oh, sorry.
What you say, Timmy?
What you thinking about the new video for finance standpoint is doing from a quality standpoint, it was tanking, and you could tell all the way they were leading. And frankly, is there a light in there? Which I'm not going to, but the other way, I agree. And when that happened, the sale tanked, and they needed something to fix the universe, and after Rebirth, particularly what the solution, and it worked. In Kingdom Emergency, get that down to like good story.
Actually, I'm waiting for that to be done so far, so I can, because I like to click these minis, arcs in the trades, then. Like Superman Reborn, Night of Monster Man, The Button, they're all going to be their own separate crossover. Like, Justice League versus the Suicide Squad. They're all going to be their own self-contained trades.
Holy shit, that's kind of amazing. Like, Marvel, when you crossover, you do what DC doing right now, 4 issues.
What we're talking about? What? Okay.
We're
talking about. Okay, tell me. Is that what? Are you talking about like event comic books compared to DC and Marvel? Okay. But DC, they don't usually do events. Correct me if I'm wrong. That
they do small crossover events.
They do crossover events. I mean, like, if you like the small crossover events, go to DC. If you want the bigger scale, the whole universe comes involved, go to Marvel. That's what there are, and that's what makes Marvel and DC so goddamn special.
But yes, except when DC does, when Marvel does crossover events. It's pretty interesting because you get it from everybody's perspective. When DC does big crossover events, they really make it. When DC does real major crossover events, it literally affects the DC universe as a whole, like Marvel. Except Marvel's status quo never seems to change, or it changes, but then it changes again. It keeps on changing and flip flopping. It keeps on going back and forth. That's always they have been done that for God knows how long. I mean, that's what they are. And I hate to be like the knowing of Marvel, but I've seen Marvel so many times like repeat themselves a lot of times. And I feel like sometimes it's what they are. And tell you may not like the events. You may not like constant event after event after event after event after extremely event to the point where it literally blows your brains out. But besides all that, I mean, I'm just saying, dude, this is how they are.
The problem, Marvel keeps doing crossover events like non-stop and driving people insane.
Well, that's what they love doing. That's what they love doing. They like that shit. Because you want to know why? Because cha-ching money, cha-ching money, cha-ching money.
No. Pelliber, Putamir, Alex Alonso,
Paul Mutter,
and Alex Alonso. They're the ones who keep doing the whole number ones and keep doing events. They're the ones who need.
That's actually a fact because Paul Mutter is greedy.
Yeah, exactly. But it's again, if it's good or not, people are gonna buy it. And that's
one book that not get number one. Nova got screwed over. Holy.
Who got screwed over?
Nova.
Well, I mean, who? Where? I mean, like, what are you talking about?
But the new Nova.
Oh, Star-Lord got canceled. Nova got canceled. Star-Lord got canceled, and the writer and editor of the book of Star-Lord was mad because they were explaining to people it wasn't a mini; it was supposed to be an ongoing. But Marvel was pumping out like over 30-something books, and they only advertised it like once or twice before the book came out, and most people didn't even know this book still existed.
Well, that's just how tough luck is, buddy. You should have known. You should have realized that when you fucking did that shit.
No. That's on the company itself. That's not really the writer's fault. That's the company because they're putting out way too many books.
Well, that too, but it's also like, if you're going to complain something, you're not going to get that book again. I'm just saying, don't complain something that your job is it, that what you're doing is your job, And if Marvel, if your company, DC, Marvel, Independent, whatever the fuck, company that you're working for, and pretty much if it's your book gets canceled, that's how it goes. And I'm not kissing Marvel's ass. I'm just literally saying this is how it is, and you either roll with it or just go with a different company. And a lot of writers have done that. And
Matt Fraction, Jonathan Hickman, a lot of them jump ship.
Hickman.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, exactly. So like, you're gonna get that a lot. So I'm like, I kind of like look at that dude. I'm like, that writer who basically kind of like was not very happy of his book getting canceled. Well, I'm sorry if your book doesn't sell that well, or we have to cancel a book that needs to be canceled, it gotta go, and there's nothing you have to say about it.
I understand it needed to get canceled. I think what killed that book, it wasn't the writing, it was more the Marvel.
It doesn't matter if it's the writing or not. If the sales, or they have to make new books to make after the events or tie-ins of their events, they're gonna do it.
Star wasn't even tie-in. Star was on the
It was a new one, but it dipped below the regular sales for Marvel is like 15,000, I believe, or something per book. That's how it's supposed to be, the per unit number. If you go anywhere below that, you're trading on cancellation. If you're still doing that, then you're getting canceled. It's like a certain number.
He didn't about that. Marvel inflate the numbers. Like I did some research. Marvel did inflate the numbers. Like that's why some new cities get canceled early.
Yeah. But besides all that stuff, I mean, like, tell you, like, this, the truth is the truth. I mean, like, whatever happens. But besides all that shit,
actually, speaking of contract, any latest contract?
What?
Deathstroke. My Deathstroke came out. It's part B of the latest contract.
Oh yeah, everybody is. We were talking about it earlier, and I'm telling them, I'm waiting until DC releases it in trades, because they're doing this like for the Button, Superman Rebirth, Justice League vs. Teen Titans, Lazarus contract. They're all going to be self-contained crossover events. They're going to be its own books. So you ain't got to go buy these books.
I'm gonna pass a lot, because I'm like, I'll wait. I'll look into it maybe like a billion years on that. All I want from DC is that fucking, and I mean that one event that is the 3 Jokers.
It's getting touched on next. It's next.
That's coming out soon. That's coming out with Jokes and Riddles.
Yeah, that's coming up next. The War of Jokes and Riddles. It's basically picture. I think it's supposed to be picture 0 year, but only with Joker and the Riddler, and about how one is about chaos and the other one is about order, and they both are trying to decide who's going to kill Batman. Yeah, and and Tom King said he's going to address the thing about the 3 Jokers.
Yep.
Okay, I'll go look into that, because I'm just waiting for this Joker event, because they introduced this, and I'm hoping it's not the we're just going to introduce and slowly leave it behind, and where no one gives a fuck rat's ass on it. That's something, and that will piss me off, because I really want that storyline to get touched on, and it's like, explain who is the real Joker, why are there 3 Jokers here, and who's causing this?
Actually, I just hope they don't give us an actual definitive background, because like I said, Joker is best like the Phantom Stranger. They need to stay a mystery, just like dude, whatever background you want him to have.
The only one
it's just
is Killing Joke. That's the only
and I pray that the comedian is not a Joker, because that would make so little sense.
What I hope they don't do is they literally put, the Joker has the real name and all that crap, and then they give. Dude, if they do, I'm like, I was like remember in the Dark Side War, they were like, the Joker has the Joker's name and all that crap, and I'm like, oh god, no, DC.
I think that's Death in the Family or Death of the Family.
No, that was Dark Side War. That was Dark Side War. The chair told Bruce.
Yeah, yeah. And he was like, "Oh, the Joker's name," and then I'm like, "Oh, please, God, no! Don't put the Joker's name, because if you give him the real name, you reveal his origin. That makes the Joker completely destroy his character. The character of the Joker is literally. He even said it himself. If we're gonna have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choices, and if that always has to be stand down, that always has to be it, because if they reveal the real origin of the Joker." Yeah, I'm out of here. That's it for me. I'm out. I'm out. Because that would be my officially exit out of DC.
That'd be fun time for the camera back.
I mean, like they if they ruin the Joker, I'm out, because the Joker has it literally it's for 75 years of development of the Joker being turned into garbage.
Actually, John's thing, I'm glad he didn't go everyone's expectation. In fact, he made it better by saying there's 3 Jokers. Now you're wondering, okay, so who's this Joker that we saw in Endgame? Who's this Joker that we saw in this other time?
Exactly. Too. Who is the real Joker? Is it the '80s one? Is it the '70s one? Is it the 2000 one? The new 52 one? Who is the real Joker? And that is something that needs to be said, and I feel like that needs to be touched on sooner than later.
Actually, it was kind of touched on in Harley, but it was a gag. Somebody was just dressed up as the Joker.
That was funny. Great document. Oh, speaking of Harley Quinn, I completely forgot Gun Suicide Squad. Guess who she hooked up next?
What is the slut you get hooked up now?
Rick Flag.
Who?
Rick Flag. The leader of Suicide Squad.
Oh, Rick Flag.
Yep, they hooked up.
I can see that now.
Jenna's daughters wrecking chaos. Taking havoc.
Oh, wait. You mean in the actual story or in the Suicide Squad?
The actual story.
Oh, in her story?
No, not in her book. In Suicide Squad.
Then that doesn't count. Actually, that doesn't count because the Harley, because it's like in 2 different timelines. I don't know, because in the Harley Quinn book, she's already free from the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's another thing. It's another like screw continuity, brave creativity.
Well, it's Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is like Deadpool, so they feel like, we didn't give her no.
Oh, speaking about Deadpool, what's everyone's thoughts on his animated series is coming out?
Oh yeah,
surprise!
I'm
surprise! Oh, I'd love to hear this. Please do tell.
Explain.
No, I'm surprised. I didn't even know that he was going to get one.
No,
yeah. Now
the season's got 10 episodes. It could get more, and it's set on 2018.
And it's going to be on FX, FXX.
Yeah, I don't know what channel is that on, but I'll find it, or I'll just watch it online, whichever.
FXX for me is like channel 30. So I don't know what's for you guys.
I'll probably check that out later. But I do know this though. It being developed by Don Glover. I think he's doing it.
Oh yeah, definitely. I really like. I'm just literally scratching what they're gonna adapt. Are they gonna do original storylines? Are they gonna do the his first miniseries? Are they gonna have X-Force there? We're gonna see Cable.
Or it could be Dead Pill Max.
Yeah, not true. But yeah, and I'm pretty much, this is gonna have hilarious up its anus, and it's just gonna be very, very funny.
It's gonna be all rated. Thank God they're not going to open spelling bullshit.
We'll see how.
But is Ronald Reynolds gonna voice him, or will it be Nolan North?
Oh, if they get him, oh God, I'm done.
Happy, but I think Ryan Reynolds he put it on Deadpool live action.
Yeah, it's got to be one of the 2.
Yeah, can't get anyone else.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. And speaking of Deadpool, his crossover story ended recently. The whole monster thing. What was the point of crossover?
You mean about his bride? You mean about him and Spider-Man? But something about his bride. What happened with that anyway?
I don't No, it ended weird. So basically, the entire thing happened because Sheila the monster. You want to hate Deadpool? Yeah, I don't know where. Yeah, that call made no sense. But all the times that book, all useless because it basically ends the way it begins. Drago basically get the fall in love with her, they fall in love, and then it ends. What? Well,
Oh, so he went back to one of his concubines.
something like that. I don't know. Like as I said, I forgot that call even happened. I just ignored it until basically Spider-Man Deadpool got to the main plot again with the One More Day stuff. Actually, speaking of Spider-Man Deadpool, here's a question that I'm wondering. Why not they address the whole Demon Mephisto stuff? Because that's been bugging me ever since it started. Like, are they gonna finish it or not? You have to,
Mephisto was part of the book.
yeah, he had to show up in the first arc when Deadpool killed Spider-Man.
And
I am not.
wait, man.
He shot him in the head twice. Right.
And this was
And
6 Peter Parker. Or someone else.
Deadpool particularly shot Peter in the head, brought him back to life, killed him again. Then Peter went showed him into Mephisto. Mephisto showed up, and he told Peter that he knows something that's taken from him. And Peter got pissed off. Now he's in the Space Spider-Man costume, and apparently he's going to go out to this guy, particularly to get revenge. And also Nightcrawler made a cameo actually in that issue. None of it. I don't know when this is coming out, but I'm hoping this title finally ends One More Day stuff. If they leave it as a joke, I'm gonna be pissed because I want that question to be answered. Damn it! Actually, I realized something. It's probably that who don't answer the One More Day stuff. Is that gonna affect the main book? If it affects the main title, then Kasar is left going to be walked away. I don't know. I'm just making theories.
I gotta look into that now because this sounds very confusing.
Yeah, it does.
But another thing I'm doing. Oh, go.
After to his part crossover. Yeah, that part crossover just meh. It wasn't that
I gotta go see Comic Historian's whole video on it.
Yeah, Comic Historian got to explain more than I can. Anyway.
Oh, also, will you be getting Lego Marvel's superheroes too?
Oh yeah, I was about to ask you that. I may get it maybe because of Spider 2099. No, he's in it, so it's mid-Marvel. But the thing that did concern me, no X-Men or Fantastic Four. That didn't sound.
I can see X-Men. Well, the games never really had a lot of X-Men, just their standard.
That's true, but no Nightcrawler. That's
what I say. It had your standard characters, and I actually want to see. They only have trailers, and I would like to see a characters list.
Same. Yeah, I know Kane could be in the new game. So
yeah, he's the big bad.
Yep.
Actually, I'm confused now. So, what's the difference between Marvel superheroes and Marvel's Avengers? What's all the difference?
I think Marvel superheroes don't tell you even more Avengers more with the movies.
Yeah, I know the Marvel Avengers ties into the movies, but shouldn't that also be like a sequel to the actual Get for Marvel superheroes?
It should, but at the same time, though, I get why they did it because they want a side project. Yeah, I think the main developers were doing the main game. Well, that game was more of a side project. I think. I don't know. I didn't do a lot of research on this. Like
me neither. It's just questions I have to go look up. And I'm going to get it because I love to get the Super Mario Lego game because they're all fun.
The only Lego game
characters, just too many.
Yeah, there is like holy shit, but the Star Wars game, my man, all Lego characters, and Star Wars better with the first Lego game for the consoles because the original Lego game was Lego City. Actually, wait, that's not entirely true because Lego City 1 was for PC, Lego City 2 was for PS1. The only reason I know it because I was born at that time I played both games. I kind of like the first game better. But that's Lego City. As for the Marvel games, I am intrigued most of you too, and since we got Spider-Man and Spider-Man, the one that did the graffiti with the black suit Spider-Man, who was that? Because
You mean Miles?
I don't think that's Myers. I think that's someone else.
Wait, let me go look at it because I see it right now. I'm looking at the black suit Spider-Man. That looks like the Venom suit Peter.
Yeah, it did. So is this the Universal Peter, the novel? Is it Open Peter from Side Dimensions? Because if it's Open Peter, I'll be happy.
Actually, I don't know because it's moving all over the place because it has some of the movie characters in it.
That's true.
Movies, but at the same time, it follows its own original plot.
Yeah, which concerned me because if we're on movie characters, then we're not going to get X-Men. Or Fantastic Four. Which that just pissed me off because Marvel, if you're on the right in general to the actual character themselves and not just the movies, why did you care for the games? Why didn't they screw with the X-Men? Ugh.
I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that goes in the background that we don't know about.
Yeah, which worries me.
It says here that it's Spider-Man 2099 in the picture.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that.
Yeah, I see that. Wait, I think that's Spider-Man Noir.
It is? Show me.
You know how to show the links on the picture, like to the websites?
Yeah, you do screen share it.
Oh, I do it as present to everyone?
Yeah, there are two options. There's your entire screen and the application window.
Okay, wait, hang on a
it
second.
shows you
Hang on a second.
Oh. You were, yeah. It says you were presenting everyone and you closed it.
Okay, here it is. It's like Spider-Man Noir next to Hulk.
That's weird. I don't see it.
Oh, you don't see the picture?
No, I don't. For some reason.
Hang on.
Actually,
I know what I can do.
Okay.
Anywho, yeah. So besides that, what else do you like to talk about? Oh yeah, let's talk about Samurai Jack real quick.
Before we get to Samurai Jack, what's up with Deathstroke? Because I do want.
No. We'll talk about Deathstroke later. But dude, fucking Samurai Jack. Okay,
Yep,
I marathoned.
No.
I marathoned it, and all I'm gonna say is the season was phenomenal. But hold on,
the ending was a letdown.
Oh, the ending sucked.
Letdown.
I do like the ending.
Letdown. I liked it when he was at the tree, but everything else they went for a pure Gordon Logan.
Not exactly, because this is built up from scene 5 when being the bottom fall to Archie, and here's the thing about that.
Have you ever seen Gordon Logan?
No, I did not. I never heard of it.
Well, I'm gonna link it to you later. That way you can understand and compare the video and see what the reference from.
Okay. Anyways, season 5. Season 5, I'm an awesome season. Holy shit. When this season first started out, I was excited out, and it did not disappoint because every episode.
Let's talk about Deathstroke. Oh, let's talk about Deathstroke while Edgar's doing what he's doing. Okay,
Deathstroke. Okay, part 3 of the Lattice contract, and when at the penultimate issue, and Deathstroke finally gets speedboat power thanks to new 52 Wireless mistake. Oops. And Deathstroke got against pre-52 all Wireless. The real Wireless, yeah. And they both fought, But what I realized that he can't beat Deathstroke. Deathstroke being the complete scumbag that he is. But he said, like, I'm not ready. The fact is, killer alive. Like, and it's awesome. And Deathstroke's plan? Guess what his plan is? Guess. Just guess.
Just to go back in time and stop his son from dying.
Yep. And he actually does it. Sort of. He really meets Grant. And he hugs.
That doesn't fix the years of child abuse. Bro, the abuse and all the other crap.
Okay, I'm back. Okay,
Actually,
here's the, okay. I'll just go with my.
Oh, me and him was just talking about Deathstroke, but yeah, let's have a. We can wrap up the Samurai Jack, then we go back to Deathstroke.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get right back on Deathstroke, and I'll have a few things I have to say about that. But okay, Samurai Jack season 5 had a lot of great moments in the show. There are things I love about it, but there was a lot of things, especially in that fucking episode. Which,
oh wait, before that, spoiler warning for anybody who hasn't seen Samurai Jack. You probably want to. Yeah, you probably want to go.
Yeah. But besides all that, I'm just gonna say this right now. This is how you don't literally define logic. Okay, Aku was just defeated. Done. He was be all end all done. They defeated his ass, and pretty much it was the end. Samurai's like, what's her face? I forgot her name. Ashi. After they defeated him and they took care of him, she collapsed and she stated, and I quote, I felt him leaving him, meaning he's gone. He's not in his, she's not in control by him.
Well, the problem is that it's a linear timeline.
Yeah, it's
have you seen? Have you ever seen Gurren Lagann, Edgar?
Never heard of it.
Well, I'm gonna link it to you and tell you later. There's a scene from there. Look at it and then compare it to the last 5 minutes of Samurai Jack.
But yet again, I'm just saying, if that was the case, she should have gone right there. I'm just saying it doesn't make any sense. Okay, like, yeah, it has a time limit, but seriously, it would be a lot better if you just have where he dies, she dies. That's how it goes.
That should have happened. But like I said, I'm going to link you the video, and then y'all can compare it, because and then you're going to wonder, oh, they went for this kind of ending.
Well, when you think about it,
but here's another thing. After that whole thing is done, it ends on a note where, like, where do you go from here? It's like Samurai Jack's like kind of like smiling in a fucking tree, and I'm literally like, this is how you fucking end it?
Well, technically, the original plan was going to end it in 5 seasons. Because
the original plan, yeah. But we're dealing. I'm talking about this, the very last scene where you see Samurai Jack pretty much in depression. You see him just literally depressed, and then after he see that ladybug, and after that whole thing is over, he smiles and just ends. There's no like him going to his village, and he gets another woman, falls in love, and he gets remembered as one of the greatest samurais who defeated the demon Aku. None of that crap. None of that. Just none
okay. Here are all the plot points. Took from the last is that the ladybug represents both death and rebirth. Also hope. It also involves death and rebirth. And the ladybug falling on Jack is like a sign of good luck. But it's also supposed to be because you notice in episode 5, a ladybug. In episode 5, a ladybug falls on Ashi, and then at the same time, and then again when she's an adult, a ladybug comes to her. She remembers, and the ladybug symbolizes hope, and that's what Jack sees at the end. He sees that he's the only one who's going to remember the true reign of Aku. He's going to be the one to remember what he did for 1,000 years. It's not what the world's going to be like.
50 years, actually, not found yet. 50 years.
Yeah.
No, he's going thousands of years into the future, but he was alive for 50 years during that time.
Gotcha.
And only Jack will know about the true horror Aku could have done.
That's
And
true.
the ending is basically symbolizes Jack has hope. Like Ashi gave Jack hope.
Yep. Ashi saved Jack after from basically going self-destructing. So committing
But
suicide.
here's all the plot holes. We never learned his real name.
I'm fine with that.
But I'd just like to know what his canon name was. Because Jack was just the name he was given. Another problem, the Scotsman's death was basically pointless. It was just like there for shock value.
Funny. Like,
it was both funny and for shock value. And the best moments of the entire episode were basically Jack and the Scotsman talking to each other. That's what the best moments.
Scotsman and Jack might meet each other again. Oh, the Spawn showed up. But that made me happy to see Spawn. And but the jump people come back. I love that so much.
But it's just like, but here's the thing. I'm glad that like it ended, but it ended on a note where it's like very in a whimper note. It's just like
you would have rather just never knew. Like it's something like they rather just never knew the ending.
Yeah, I would rather like personally for me, I would rather like either we got a good solid like it felt rushed, it felt like a half-assed asinine fucking thing, and it's just like I'm sorry, I would rather have never had the season then. If we're gonna like just admit, I felt like Samurai Jack's development went down the shitterville.
If you ask me. The end of episode 6, like once Ashi basically got redeemed, killed her mother out of nowhere, and that was never brought up.
I'm fine with that because the mother was a psychopath.
The mother was,
but there was no payoff. There was no payoff, and she came out of nowhere. Why didn't she just do it? And she knew where Jack was.
Exactly. And nothing like when was this whole like
the Code of Aku?
Yeah, the Code of Aku and all that. Like where was all the? It was like. They didn't explain this shit. Hell, the comics didn't even talk about this stuff, if I'm aware of. And like, this doesn't make any sense. There are so many unanswered questions. It's just over 9,000 with this show.
Gendy dropped the ball because the comics take place before season 5. Gendy stated this, and he said we were going to learn what. Give me for a second. He said we're going to learn what happened to the Guardian. Yeah, we learned. Too bad it happened off panel.
You mean off screen?
Yeah, too bad it happened off screen and no one saw it. So basically, that whole ending with Jack and the Guardian was basically moot. Ashi somehow knowing how to use Aku's power to send Jack back in time and to the exact point and date and when he was first flung 1,000 years into the future, and then he comes right back.
Aku created technically speaking, this is Aku's downfall. Like when thinking about it, makes sense.
She just realized she had Aku's powers. How do you suddenly know you have the power to control time and space and go back at the exact moment? She doesn't have his memories, just his powers.
Personally, I'm fine with that because when thinking about it, Aku basically created Ashi to kill Jack.
But that doesn't make sense because she made a time portal out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, sorry interrupting you, but it's like, yeah, that doesn't make any fucking sense because I'm like, there's so much asinine pulls that made me fucking hate the show. It's like, this is what we've been waiting for. Like, what, how many years we've been waiting for?
We waited about, around 2004 to 2005, so 15 to 16 years. And I literally said that last week. I said, I waited about 15 to 16, I waited like 16 years for this shit. I waited this long?
Yeah,
part of me felt like I would have rather not known what happened.
Personally, I'm fine with the ending because the ending that they fine give it and that we promised from the start.
But yet again, it wasn't satisfying.
If they had more time, if they had 45 minutes or 60-minute time,
if it was more timing, like an hour special.
Yeah, 1 hour special.
That would have been
actually fun. It's kind of on Adult Swim and Gendy because Adult Swim came and asked Gendy. From what I understand, they came to Gendy and asked him. He said 10, and they said how many episodes will you like? And Gendy, from what I understand, said he would do it. He could do it in 10. I'm like, but that's too short. Like a regular season is at least up to at least 25, 26 by these days standards. That's how many episodes are in the season. And 10 episodes. Yeah, but you sacrifice so much just to do it in 10 episodes. And by the end of episode 6, when Jack basically got rid of his dark counterpart, that's when the show just started going downhill. And then and you know how Samurai Jack was actually pitched? Gimby thought this up because he had a dream about him in a sci-fi setting where he was being escorted by a beautiful woman and they were trying to defeat an evil empire. This was based on a dream he once had of that idea. And Ashi was also his dream girl in.
That would have been a very interesting. Oh wait, never gonna fucking happen because literally the shows literally went down the fucking toilet.
Ashi character, her character development was
I think she's awesome, badass, but holy shit, she fought an entire army and she kicked ass.
Yeah,
but she also killed off her mom, and it was no payoff. She never brought up her sister's death. She never brought up her killing mom to Jack.
Well, they were brainwashed. And but
but it was. You're telling me you're gonna just forget that you were brainwashed? Even Cassandra Cain, who was raised to be an assassin, still brings the fact that she was trained to be an assassin by her dad. You just don't forget that stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And also another thing, I just feel like the show needed the show needed something. It needed this it was good from the beginning, good from the middle. The ending towards the ending
episode 7 and 4, basically you could already see how this was going to end.
Yeah, it was very hardcore predictability. It was so hardcore that I was like, I guarantee you this is going to happen. Yeah, it went exactly what I was thought, and I'm like,
well, objective allies showing up.
I didn't want the way to end it like this because I wanted to go a direction where he has Ashley, he has this girl, he gets married, maybe have a couple of kids, and then later on he tells his tale where he fought the evil Haku, or he tells like there was a young samurai who fought the demon Haku, and it goes from there. Kind of like what's up?
The episode when it featured the Guardian, they showed King Jack in the future version of Jack, and everybody thought we were going to get a king.
They did show that. I completely forgot that.
Everybody thought, like I said, I frequent 4chan, and everybody brought it up that everybody thought we were going to get the King Jack ending. No, turns out the Guardian is dead. Aku destroyed all the portals, so
Aku
don't bother about that.
Yeah, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how can you destroy all the portals? Literally, that it's just again, the more you think about it, the more you hate it.
Well, 50 years have passed, so
here's the biggest. But they should have fucking explained in the comics or in the episode format where yes, this is how it all happened, all that stuff. Questions needed to be answered, and they never were answered.
I think they answered
a few. Well, they answered the Scotsman. That's the answer. Was the daughters are cool. The daughters are cool got answered, but that wasn't a satisfying answer, and that didn't make any sense.
What for Aku?
Like no. Like she drank his essence, and she was pregnant to 7 babies. Like they show people who are infected by Aku's essence. Even Jack was, and we saw how that ended. You can purge it. You don't get pregnant from it.
Yeah, exactly. When the fuck would that happen? Like, besides all that stuff, I'm gonna end this. I wanted all of this just to end this because we're never gonna stop talking about this shit. I mean, like, we'll have to have an entire episode just on this season alone.
Actually,
I'm waiting for Nick. Actually, I'm waiting on Nick.
Yeah, we can Nick join us for that one.
All right, but besides all that stuff, I am very disappointed on the show finale. I would rather have no season 4, and I really no season 5. What fuck? No, I fucked up. I'd rather have another 5th season. I really like if this was what the whole plan was gonna be. Yeah, screw this shit. I'm out of here because I feel like I got cheated off a good series. Like I feel like the writer dropped the ball on like an epic conclusion because I've been waiting for Jack to go fight Aku and
go back to the past,
finish the battle, or at least end it on a note where it's like he wounds him and he is literally battling her. Like I wanted the story to continue. I was hoping like I was hoping like maybe if this season does well, maybe we'll get a season 6 and 7 and go continuing.
No, that was being didn't even said this was going to be the last season. He doesn't have any more in him.
And good note, right? And
the thing is that everyone thought there were two ways that could have worked. Either Jack goes back in the past and undo Aku's reign, and he himself vanishes because he's part of the paradox, or Jack dies and everybody remembers Jack's legacy and they create a better world.
Wait,
we
Jack
got a forced romance.
Yet he still wins.
No, if Jack dies battling Aku and they both ended up killing each other, and everybody saw what Jack did because it was being broadcast live. People rise up and they remember, and they could have brought hope. Instead, we got a forced romance plot. And here's the biggest thing, Edgar, that some people don't bring up. Do you know that Jack is literally a walking paradox now?
Yeah.
Because he went back in the past and stopped Aku, who sent him in the future, but he killed past Aku. Therefore, he, by definition, shouldn't exist. But then that in itself is a paradox.
Well, like, yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing. He's a walking paradox, or he doesn't have to disappear anymore, or vice versa. It's because the other Jack was in. It was like
he got sent to the future.
He got sent to the future. So I'm like, huh,
that's terrible.
Okay.
But if past Aku is dead, then it cannot affect the future. So that's a walking paradox.
Actually, James made a comment. He said that quote. Well, I'm glad I never watched my Jack in the first place.
Oh yeah, I saw that. And also to answer you, Tavia, about Scaramouche, he was a wasted character. His death was basically wasted.
Huh?
What?
Oh, sorry.
He was best character. He was the best character. Episode 1, I love
He was funny.
He was funny. He was funny. He was hilarious. But I'm like, for me, I just feel like I feel fucking like I don't like the curse, but I'm like, when I see his cheap ending, I see it, I bitch about it. I really fucking hate cheap endings. And this is where I'm like, there is no like conclusion to Jack's character. Like, where does he go after this?
He lives.
He just has hope. Now he just goes and I guess he beats.
And that's a shitty ending, if you ask me. That's a shitty ending to me. I wanted to have Jack to be like, he is nothing. He's like, he's going to be remembered. People are like loving him. Like I've seen so many shows that do this scenario where it ended on the note where the hero is going to be remembered through the ages. For many centuries, his name is going to be like the stepping stone as why we see to be the man who fought the forces of evil. And that's why I'm like, why they couldn't do that?
Well, here's the thing. Jack did get sort of a good ending because remember, he has hope now. He's the only one who knows about the terror. He can actually look to the future now and know that
maybe he can find Aussie. Maybe he can find us still alive.
Reincarnation on that stuff? Like something like a reincarnation. Go on.
No. I was gonna say that can't help him because we don't know who her mother was, and we don't know how she was, what her bloodline is. And remember, she's from a timeline that no longer exists, so we don't even know if the Scotsman can even be born in this timeline. It's okay, but we don't know if Scotsman can even be born in this timeline, let alone Ashi. So there's no way that is ever going to happen. The best we got now is.
I'm gonna say about the love triangle, the whole love connection, the love story. Look, that was a good setting, and I really liked it. But I felt like it was like, when they were like fighting together, like they were gonna hook up like right at the bat.
Yep,
it was very, very kind of like, come on, just fucking kiss, and there we go.
And they did kiss, and the song was hilarious.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. But besides all that stuff, I wanted it like. It just sounded like the season was just very disappointing. Like I felt I didn't like how it ended. I felt like there should have been many things that could have come. Hell, you could have made a 3 more seasons just on this development. So much should have been explained on this whole thing.
At least a 2-hour special.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so much felt like it felt like 50 years, and they show he lost his sword, and then later on he got it back, and just all that crap. but it's just like I feel like there should have been more things added. I feel like there should have been more villains. Like I think there's other classic Samurai Jack villains that should have showed up. If you're doing a final,
that actually happened in when Ozzy shooting with Jack. They had to show a classic villain that came back.
Actually, the only one they did, episode 6.
No,
but all of them. I mean, I'm talking about all of them. Like even the smaller ones, they were like silly and ridiculous, but we at least show them, at least have them appear like a finale. But I felt like this storyline was too big, and it needed more time, and it's just yeah.
Oh, we got comment from DN.
Oh yeah, Dan said that basically you're acting like Tevia right now. How that the ending of Samurai Jack let your inner Tevia out, and yes, it did. It really did. And here's all the problems. And we can finish it on this note because I have to get off.
Okay.
It could have been done way better. We could at least had a movie or something to finish it off. It was good. I enjoyed the ride. I like the fact that Jack can look to hope. But at the end of the day, that was a lot was squandered. And I feel like after episode 5, that's when you can. I mean, after episode 5 and halfway through episode 6. You can pretty much see that Gendy was basically focusing on this romance that he wanted to throw in to fulfill his little wish fantasy, and it just ended so terribly. And we just have to deal. This is reality now. We have to deal with it now. Take what you can get.
Yep. And personally, my opinion, can I say my opinion for a sec?
Yeah.
Personally, my opinion, I actually am fine with it ending because hitting. I've been waiting for 16 years for it ending the Samurai Jack and to get at the ending that was happening. And now, Jack ending that was happening. On the way in Jack, I was happy that he was for the mission. On the way in, I would pick that Ozzy died because that broke my heart the way it did because I want Ozzy to get to stay together and we could get married. But then, due to time really screwy, Ozzy disappeared and that was depressing as all because you tell me at the 50 years in the future, the God can give him a break? Come on, God, give him a
hell. The gods could have helped. The gods could have given him a gift. Whereas thanks for your help for getting rid of Aku. Here's your reward, and your reward is your girlfriend. She is keeping alive. We will give her free reign of her life now. She doesn't have to be connected by Aku anymore and all that crap. But besides all that, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it was funny. It was good. But I feel like it was sometimes a lot of waste of time. I felt like it was a lot of bullshit and a lot of this and that. And I'd rather than not have it. But just I waited this shit. It's a bad note. And I just feel like a good show ended on a whimper note.
I got it. I'm on set.
Right here. Oh, you can finish your thoughts, then we can hear from right here.
Yeah. Basically, do have
I wanted to talk about the Deathstroke.
Yeah, the
Deathstroke. You guys were talking.
How about that? Damn it.
Actually, I need to go because I have a little personal business to go see with my grandmother.
All right, fine. We'll just end it.
All right. I'm financial. Basically, my financial. I'm very fine with the ending, even though I waited with it longer. We know that it was a good ending. It wasn't perfect. Yes, there are flaws. There's a part. We know. Since I know, I'm pretty fine with the ending, and even though it didn't part, at the same time, though, I wish I got an end of Sideline, and basically, well, I'm pretty satisfied.
Okay, then. Oh, he already left.
Damn.
Okay, anyway, let's do our outros. This has been Geek Lounge 101. I am always been Sota the Clown, and with me is Tavia Smoker. You can do your outro.
Yeah, you can follow my YouTube channel, and it's going to follow my Twitter. So to my next podcast on maybe more something that we got to finish out kind of Deathstroke because we never got to finish that discussion. Oh, we have to get on with DN. He said, before you got to leave, I want you all to know, but I'm 150 hurt my soul.
Say it again.
From DNGN. He said that quote, "Before you guys leave, I just want you to all know Venom 150 hurt my soul."
Wow. Then I
Yeah.
have to check that out then.
Yep.
Link it to me on Facebook, and I will whatever, or just tell me about it on Facebook, and I will look into it. If it hurts your soul like that, then I need to see. Then like I say, I always want to see just how much people can up their own craft.
Yep.
And our friend who was raging is Fan 1992, and you can find him on his channel, Iron Man Fan 1992.
Yep.
And hopefully Nick Lenz will be with us next time. Until then, see you guys tomorrow.